refs. Hey, Blake, thanks for joining us.
What's up, guys? What do I look?
We'll go ahead and open it up. First question will go to Rod Beard.
Hey, Blake, I hope you're doing well. Wanted to ask you about sort of veteran leadership, that there's this subtle difference between having guys who were on the team with you last year and then just having guys who are coming from different teams. They're vets like a Grant or a Plumlee, but you look around and you don't have, like you would in a normal year, like 6, 7, 8 of those guys around you who know the system, have been around, and they know how to do things.
You're saying what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, is that a bit tougher when you don't have other veterans, as many other veterans as you would normally have?
I don't know. I mean, I think we have a solid amount of guys who played some meaningful basketball. It feels like the guys you mentioned, Derrick, Mason, Wayne, Rodney, even Jaleel. I mean, this is his 6th year, so I feel like we have a good amount of guys that have, had a solid amount of experience as well. So, sometimes guys get more attention, but I think our vets have done a great job of kind of having their hand on everybody a little bit and making sure that any young guy, anybody who's confused, anybody who needs some help, has that. So.
How do you assess the preseason? It's only 4 games, and you can't tell a lot from the results there, but just how do you feel going into the regular season?
I didn't really take much away from games 1 and 2. I just felt like we didn't have like the legs or the energy. I thought game 3, first game in Washington was a good measure, and we'd had a day off, and then we had a couple of practice days and came in and played the way we wanted to, and didn't play as well the next game, but today's practice was great. It seems to be kind of a theme. When we rest and don't just try to make up for this lack of time in the preseason with just overwork, and we make sure we are smart about our work. I think you see the result. So we'll see how we move going forward.
Thanks, Blake.
Next question will go to Keith.
Hey, Blake, kind of picking up with Rod's last question there, and I know every season is different, but given that you have so many new faces this year, and because of the unusual nature of the off season, do you feel as prepared, less prepared than you would going into a regular season as compared to other years?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say less prepared. I mean, the rookies haven't had as much time. We weren't even really able to all get on the court until 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, less prepared for sure, but we're all in the same boat. Every team's in the same boat, so we don't feel less prepared than the other teams, but less prepared than normal. But this isn't normal, so it's fine. It'll be fine.
Thanks.
All right, now we'll go to Omari.
Hey, Blake, just compared to 2 weeks ago, and this is kind of following the same theme as the previous 2 questions, but how much better just has this team gelled in that time? Dwayne said that this team feels like it's much further ahead defensively. Do you agree with that, and do you feel like this team has been able to lock in at least on that side while still figures out where it's at on offense?
Comparing to who?
I'm sorry? Comparing
to what? Better than what?
Do you think this team is further ahead on defense than it is on offense?
Offense and defense. Yeah. I think defensively, we just have some guys that really understand, rotations, and for the most part, defense. There's a lot of defenses that are very, very similar in the NBA. A lot of people are playing the same stuff, calling it different things, but the ideas are the same. Offense, it takes time. Guys are not used to this movement. I mean, I'm the only person in the starting lineup who has run this offense before, so you can kind of see that at times. But that's to be expected. I think our second group, especially in practice stuff, looks better a lot because it's Derrick's Fee, Sekou. These guys have at least had a year under their belt. So that's just to be expected in my eyes.
Thanks, Blake.
Now we'll go to Ansar.
Yeah, hi, Blake. Just in terms of big picture here, and I know it's been a very short camp and preseason, but are you able to draw any conclusions of what you think could be this team's strengths and going into the season here, and what needs the most improvement? I know obviously offense, as Dwayne mentioned earlier, is the biggest challenge right now, but any early impressions of the team heading into the season?
Yeah, I think our versatility defensively is pretty solid. I mean, with Killian's a big guard. He can switch some different matchups. I think Mason, Jeramai, and I can sort of switch some things and be pretty versatile. I think that sort of helped us on the defensive front. We got guys that fly around, guys that know defensive principles well, even in the second unit. I think offensively, our turnovers were a big issue. We were getting solid shots, shooting solid percentages for the most part. I think if you looked at it as a whole, but when you're taking away 20, 23, 24 shots a game, you're fighting an uphill battle. So we need to do a better job of taking care of the ball for sure. And then, the other thing on the offensive stuff, that's going to come. But I'm thankful that we have our defense to sort of hang our hat on. And that needs to be the case, throughout the season. Not just until we get our offense up and running to where we want it to be.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Blake. You're all set.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Blake.
Oh.